Level 1, the poster.
Poster.
You're not on the most wanted list yet. You're on a poster at the post office that nobody reads. Bank robbery in a small town.
First of all, this the easiest step. All right, look, I'm gonna tell y'all how I would avoid this whole shit. The nigga would never catch me. You wanna know how? Step one for this right here. I bet. You see how they got his ass plastered up on here with the lost pets and shit? Nobody's caring. Nobody's looking at this. Nobody care about this bald head guy. I'm gonna go up to a homeless man, right? A lot of homeless niggas, they want to be in jail anyway because they give him shelter. I'm gonna hire his ass. I'm gonna pay him like $500. Go rip that shit down. Easy. First step done. Homeless man got my shit. He might have got arrested, but regardless, he wanted to be there anyway. It's cool. I gave him a way to get in jail, and I gave him some money to buy some food, and we good. We good.
Nobody reads. Bank robbery in a small town, caught on 3 different cameras.
Easy, man.
Face clear as day. You wore a hoodie, but forgot about the angle from the teller's station. Amateur hour. The FBI opens a case because it's a federal crime, but you're just a number in the system. One agent gets assigned, part-time, along with...
You think an army of bald head is catching me? They not catching me. Look at this guy. He don't got no eyeballs in his sockets. He can't even see.
40 other cases he's juggling. He'll check the databases, run your photo through facial recognition, send some emails to local police departments. Then, he'll move on to something more pressing. You've got maybe 3 weeks before anyone seriously looks for you. Most bank robbers get caught because they tell someone. A girlfriend, a drinking buddy.
I'm telling somebody I robbed a bank? No, that's only staying to me. That dumbasses are the ones who get caught. In all seriousness though, I'm not gonna lie, most crimes you not getting away with today, my. There's cameras everywhere. All they have to do, they gonna look at this Ring camera, look at this CCTV, this other Ring camera. They gonna link that shit all together and catch your bitch ass. Not me though. I'm never getting caught because this bald head is trying to look for me. I'm never getting caught by somebody bald.
Some guy they met at a bar who seemed cool. You stay quiet. You don't spend the money in obvious ways. You don't suddenly buy a new car or take a trip to Vegas.
Why would you tell somebody in the area that you robbed the bank? That means you stole their money, boy. You can't report it. You can't report it. You stole from my bank. Hey, what bank you stole from? Oh, Bank of America? Oh, for real? Oh, damn, yeah. All right. I'm calling the police on you.
The cash sits in a storage unit while you work your regular job and pretend nothing happened. 6 months pass. Your case goes cold. The agent has newer robberies to worry about. You're still wanted.
Like, this guy don't even have no face. He has no... Like, why is he alive?
But you're not wanted actively.
They're not catching me.
There's a difference. You could live like this for years if you're smart. Some people do. Level 2, regional threat. You hit 3 more banks. Different cities, same state, similar method. Now there's a pattern, and patterns get attention. The FBI creates a task force. Small one, just 4 agents, but they're focused entirely on you. They call you the Hoodie Bandit in internal reports because nobody knows your act.
I don't know where they got this picture from. That's not me. That don't look like me. They looking for the wrong guy. That's step 2 on how I escaped. They don't even got the right name yet. They got the wrong dude.
Actual name yet. Local news picks up the story. Your photo goes out on social media. Tips start coming in, most of them useless. People see you everywhere. You're in Ohio and Florida and Montana simultaneously, according to witnesses who are absolutely certain. The task force filters
Maybe it's
because
everybody in the world in this world looked the same.
Tip that's real. You make your first serious mistake. You use your phone near a bank you're scouting. Just checking Google Maps. Nothing illegal. But your phone pings a tower. The FBI doesn't have your number yet, but they have data.
What you gotta do, I would avoid this step too. You know why? Cause I watched the start of Better Call Saul. I couldn't finish those though. I could never get into that. Anyways, I heard it gets good later on. I couldn't make it. Anyway, that one Chuck, he wrap his head up in aluminum foil, all type of bullshit. I'm pulling his methods. I'm wrapping my phone in aluminum foil. I'm not gonna be sending out no signals to the towers, nothing. That's how you escape. Y'all just not thinking hard enough. Come on, bro.
From every phone that was in that area during your surveillance window. That's 3,000 phones. They'll narrow it down. The list gets shorter every time you scout a location. You don't know this yet. You think you're being careful. You vary your targets, change your appearance slightly, never hit the same region twice in a row. But digital exhaust is piling up in databases you can't see. The net is tightening, and you won't feel it until it's already...
I'm alive, bro. Also, what's the plan here? Like, if you rob robbing all these banks. Fuck you gonna go? You moving to Cambodia?
Closed.
Outsmart the market with
Level 3, the federal priority. You graduate to violent crime. A robbery goes wrong.
Oh my god.
Security guard pulls a weapon. You pull yours first. He survives barely.
What weapon? His fingertips? Fuck his fingertips. He gonna fuck me up with the fingertips? No. Listen, I would have escaped this too. I would have smacked him across his bald head. He's not fighting me. He's not winning. After that, I didn't kill him. So I would have, you know, I'm good. I'm running out. I'm still on the run.
You pull yours first.
Listen,
He
bro. This the
survives
steps y'all need
barely,
to take too,
but
bro.
now you're not just a thief.
Somebody's gonna be
You're
a
an
robber one
attempted
day.
murderer.
Learn.
Everything changes. The task force triples in size.
Damn.
Your case gets a dedicated intelligence analyst who does nothing but build a profile of you. Where you strike, when you strike, the gaps between crimes, the geographic pattern that you think is random but isn't. Humans are terrible at randomness. We create patterns without realizing it. The analyst sees them.
That is true.
Your face goes on billboards. Crime
Like,
Stoppers.
I think if you asking, I'll bet you this. Like if you ask somebody a random number, one of the likely numbers they're probably gonna say is like 73, because that seems random. But 73 is actually a common random number. Or like maybe probably 37, 30, like 73. Because niggas, I don't know why, but it's 7 and 3 are like the most uncommon numbers that niggas think of. When really, if you ask a guy like name something between 1 and 100, and you guess like 20, that's that's your best bet.
Offers a $25,000 reward.
Or like 50.
Your photo is on the FBI website.
Because if you asking a
now.
nigga to choose a random number, why would he choose 50? Why would you do that? Unless you're dumb. But you're actually smart.
Now, not the most wanted list yet, but you're climbing. The media gives you a better nickname, something that sounds dangerous. The news runs your story every time there's a slow news day. You become real to people, not just a face on a poster.
Hold on, my nigga. We got the first facial expression. Yes, sir. Who the hell is this guy? Nigga, is this a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle? What the f?
But a narrative, a threat in their community. Tips flood in by the hundreds. One of them is your ex-girlfriend who recognized your hands in the surveillance footage. She didn't know it was you at first, but then she saw the way you hold a gun, the stance, and something clicked. The FBI is at her door within hours. Level 4.
Easy.
The manhunt begins.
All right, so look.
They know your name.
I watched the video on El Chapo. Me knowing this, I already have 15 tunnels of just going around random places in the U.S. So it's a tunnel right under my house. So what I'm going to do, I'm locking myself in the bathroom just like that. I'm digging through the floor, and it's going to be a nigga waiting in the ground on his motorcycle ready to ride me off into the sunset.
Now, they know where you grew up, where you went to school, who your family is. Agents interview your parents, your siblings, your former co-workers. Everyone you've ever known gets a visit. Some of them cooperate. Some of them don't. Your mother cries and says she doesn't know where you are, which is true. Your brother says nothing and closes the door. The FBI freezes your bank accounts. They monitor your email, your social media, every digital footprint you've left behind. They track down your known associates and put surveillance on them, hoping you'll make contact. You've been smart enough not to so far, but isolation is its own kind of prison. You're sleeping in motels, paying cash, using fake names that won't hold up under real scrutiny, but work fine for a clerk who doesn't care. You're in Missouri, or maybe Arkansas, somewhere in the middle of the country.
Your first problem is hold on. First of all, how is this nigga hand coming out the back window? Is it like, anyway, I never would have made a mistake again so greedy that I robbed 300 banks. I'm sticking with the first bank. Just make sure you hit a big bank the first time. You're good. Matter of fact, I'm not robbing no banks. But if I'm in this situation, I'm not gonna be dumb like this boy, bitch.
Disappear into small towns that don't ask questions. You grow a beard.
Time to move countries,
lose
bro.
weight from the stress. Start to look different from your photos, which helps. But you're running out of money, and that means you'll need to hit another bank soon.
How?
The preparation takes 2 days. You scout a target in a town so small it doesn't have a traffic light. Population 800. 1 bank, 2 employees. The kind of place where everyone knows everyone, which makes you visible, but also makes the FBI presence unlikely. They're focused on cities. You're betting on that. The robbery takes 4 minutes. You walk in at opening, mask on, gun out. The teller is 60 years old and shaking so hard she can barely open the drawer. You take
Chop, Granny. I got places to be.
$12,000. Not enough to run forever, but enough to buy time. You're back in your car before anyone thinks to call the police. 3 counties away before the local sheriff even gets the description. But something went wrong. The bank had a new security system installed last month.
You're done.
Facial recognition that captured your eyes, your gait,
Damn.
the specific way you moved through the door.
Damn.
The footage uploaded.
Look, again, never would have got caught by this, my nigga. Here's what I would have done. I would have came in the bank a couple days. You know, it's a regular customer, just chilling. I would have memorized the layout of the bank, right? It's so small, I can just memorize it. So then, you know how blind niggas can walk around in their house? I'm gonna just put a full face mask on. I'm gonna put a full face mask covering everything. They would have never known. They couldn't see my face. I just know where shit's at. I just scoped it out. He just not like he not moving tack, bro, at all.
Automatically to a federal database. The match comes back in 17 minutes. The task force knows where you are.
Damn.
Not exactly, but close enough. Within a 100-mile radius, they mobilize everything. Helicopters, roadblocks, local police departments coordinating across state lines. Your phone, the burner you thought was safe, pings a tower outside the town. They triangulate your direction. The radius shrinks to 50 miles.
Damn.
Then 20. You don't know
Oh, you're done, buddy. It's time. Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
You're driving
it's
the
time to
speed
jump in the ocean.
limit on back roads, thinking you got away clean, thinking you bought yourself another month. The first roadblock appears on Highway 63. You see the lights a quarter mile ahead and turn off before they spot you. Your heart rate spikes. That wasn't random. They're looking for you specifically.
Shit.
The net is closing. You ditch the car and...
Wow, hold on. He really got eyes on the back of his head for real. Or he broke his neck looking back. I don't know which one he did. Damn. It's kind of impressive. I ain't even gonna lie.
Closing. You ditch the car in a grocery store parking lot and walk into the woods. It's January. Temperature in the 20s. You're wearing a jacket meant for autumn, not winter. You have the 12,000 in a backpack, a handgun, a bottle of water. No plan beyond getting distance between yourself and the road. The woods are dense. Oak and pine, the ground is frozen. You move fast at first, then realize speed doesn't matter if you don't know where you're going. You slow down. Try to think. The next town is 15 miles north.
Damn.
You could make that by nightfall if you push. Find a motel. Figure out the next move. But your feet are already...
See, now look, at this point, now I'm gonna make best friends with a bear. That's what's gonna save you right now. What you gonna do? You gonna make best friends with a bear, and you gonna make best friends with a Hoagie Bear, and then he's gonna teach you how to hibernate. Y'all gonna go in the hole together, and you gonna hibernate like however long they hibernate through the winter. So then the winter problems gone. Winter problems, you're good. And now you've been going for 6 months, so you know the case might have gone a little cold. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna give you a better opportunity. There we go.
already going numb. Level 5, The Fugitive. You survive 3 days in the woods. Temperatures drop to single digits at night. You build fires that you extinguish before dawn. Terrified the smoke will give you away. You ration the granola bars you bought at a gas station, eating half of one per day. The water bottle freezes. You melt snow in your hands
Your ass
and
better go
drink
stomp on a rabbit or something, nigga.
it, knowing it's dropping your core temperature, but having no choice. On the third night, you see lights through the trees. A farmhouse, isolated. One vehicle in the driveway. You watch for an hour. No movement. No signs of life beyond a light in the kitchen. You need warmth. Need food. Need to get out of the cold before hypothermia finishes what the FBI started. You break in through a basement window. The house is empty. Not abandoned, but the owners are gone. Vacation, maybe.
All right.
You find canned...
Now look, don't matter if they come back too soon or anything. All right, here's the next step. Actually, no, this might be a dumb one. I ain't gonna lie. Like, maybe you could hide inside the walls until you get squatters' rights. But then if you get squatters' rights and you get in a legal battle, you're done. So I guess not, bro. I guess
food
not.
in the pantry. Blankets in a closet. You stay for 2 days, rationing everything, keeping the lights off, trying to become invisible. On the second day, a neighbor drives by slowly, too slowly. looking at the house like something's wrong. You leave immediately, back into the woods, back into the cold. The task force finds your fire pits, tracks in the snow that you tried to cover but couldn't eliminate completely. They bring in dogs, bloodhounds that pick up your scent
That's not good.
and follow
That's
it
bad.
through miles of forest.
That's
you hear
bad.
them
See, I would have
before
never been in this situation though, so I'm still escaping. My plan is still working. Keep taking notes, cause nigga, I would have been off a hibernating with Berenstein Bears family and shit.
you
So
see
chill.
them, baying in the distance, getting closer. You run. Full sprint
Oh, he's
through
done.
undergrowth,
He's-
tears at your clothes and skin. You cross a creek,
This
hoping
nigga's
the
fucked.
water breaks the scent trail. It doesn't. The dogs adjust and keep coming. You're exhausted. Haven't eaten in a day. Your body is shutting down. The helicopter appears overhead. Thermal imaging spots your heat signature
Oh.
through the canopy. They
Oh,
vector
you're
ground units to your
done!
location.
You're
Maybe 10 minutes. You find a ravine and slide down,
Okay.
injuring your ankle on the descent.
Oh shit.
The pain is immediate and absolute. You can't run anymore. Can barely walk. The dogs arrive first. Then the handlers. Then tactical units with rifles trained on you from positions you can't see. Someone yells commands you can't process through the adrenaline and fear and cold. You raise your hands.
Yeah, look at this. This is an airhead. There's nothing going, no thoughts in his brain. This is why he's surrounded.
The gun is still in your waistband, but you don't reach for it. Some part of you knows that reaching means dying. They tackle you anyway. Face in the frozen dirt.
Damn.
Hands zip-tied behind your back. The weight of 3 officers on your body. The helicopter is deafening now. Rotor wash kicking up leaves and ice. Someone reads you your...
I still would have been out of this one. I feel like if you ignore my last step and you're in this situation now, I don't know how to help you, bro. You figure that shit out now. You're on your own, bro.
rights, but you can't hear the words over the noise and your own breathing. You're arrested. You're caught. 15 months of running ends in a ravine in Missouri, with your face pressed into soil that smells like decay. The charges scroll past you in the county jail. Armed robbery times 14, attempted murder, assault with a deadly weapon, fleeing, weapons charges. Each count carries years.
Oh, yeah, he's cooked.
Together, they carry decades.
Now, at this point, with all this money that I've gathered up, before I only had access to the money that was in my backpack, I would have already had underground tunnels put in like that El Chapo into the prisons. So again, digging through the shower floor, I'm out that bitch easily.
Your public defender is 26 and handling 70 cases.
If I get arrested, you know,
She's
this nigga might save me. I doubt it though. Look at him. He don't even know, like, he know why he here.
Competent but drowning. She tells you the evidence is overwhelming. The surveillance footage, the DNA from crime scenes where you left sweat or skin cells, the ballistics matching your weapon to 3 different robberies. The federal prosecutor offers a deal. Plead guilty to 8 counts. Accept 40 years. Or go to trial and risk life without parole.
Oh yeah.
You take the
take
deal.
Them 40, man.
The sentencing hearing lasts 20 minutes. The judge reads the charges, asks if you understand. You say yes. He sentences
40
you
not
to
even that bad. It's bad. But like, if he's like 25, he ain't like, at least, you know, he'll be 65. He has a couple years left in him. Maybe more than a couple, depending on how, you know.
40 years in federal prison. No parole. You'll be 71 when you're released. If you survive that long,
Okay, so 71. That means he was 31. 71 not even bad, bro. 71 cool for all that bullshit you just did.
they transfer you to USP Leavenworth 3 weeks later.
Damn.
Maximum security. The bus ride takes 11 hours, shackled to 8 other inmates who don't speak. The prison appears on the horizon like a monument to failure. Concrete walls 30 feet high, guard towers at each corner, razor wire catching sunlight in a way that looks almost beautiful from a distance. You're processed, stripped, searched, issued uniforms that smell like industrial detergent, assigned a cell that's 8 by 10 feet, a toilet without a seat, a bunk bolted to the wall, a cellmate who's been inside.
This is also another way you can escape. From the looks of it, these seem to be some wide bars here. Like, if you get scrawny enough, you might be able to just slither on through that. If you had just listened to me and built the tunnels, You would have been good though.
for 19 years and stop
No,
talking
matter of fact, here we go, right here. These are obvious. You can fit right through this.
to new arrivals a decade ago. The first year is the hardest. Everything you were before this doesn't matter. Your name becomes a number. Your identity becomes a classification. Medium risk, general population, cell block D. You learn the rhythms. Count time at 5 a.m., breakfast at 6, work detail at 7. The days blend together. Weeks become months, become years. You stop counting after the first 18 months. It doesn't help to count. Some inmates find religion, some find education, some find violence. You find routine. Work in the kitchen, read in the library, exercise in the yard.
Find that hole in the ground. Find that. And go to, move to Portugal or some shit, my nigga. Move. Leave. Pay some dude with a little twin what are they called? Twin propeller plane. Have him fly your ass somewhere else, and you be good. Just start a new life, bro.
Keep your head down. Avoid the gangs. Avoid the guards. Avoid anything that adds time to a sentence that's already longer than most marriages. 22 years pass. You're 53 now. Gray hair, bad knees, scars from a fight you didn't start but had to finish. Your mother died while you were inside. Your brother stopped writing after year 7. You have no one waiting for you on the outside. No life to return to. Just a release date that feels both impossible and inevitable. When you finally walk out, the world has changed in ways
what
you
the hell
can't
you gonna do after
process.
that, bro?
The technology.
Isn't there
culture.
rehabilitation for that? Because as a guy, if you're a guy with no family and you get released from prison after like 50 years, what do you even do at that point, boy? Like, it's time to start applying. Like, you just apply at McDonald's, start flipping burgers at 70. Shit, nigga, I'd rather just take me back to prison at that point.
The way people talk and dress and move through space, you're a ghost, a relic from a different era. You have $600 from prison wages, a bus ticket to a halfway house in Kansas City, a parole officer who's already skeptical. You were on a poster once, wanted by the FBI, hunted across state lines. Now you're just another ex-con trying to figure out how to buy a phone and apply for jobs that won't hire you.
I would have been good. I'd have been good, nigga. Because I would have been with Hokey Bear, boy. Listen to my methods. I put you on. Don't do this in real life, though. Don't try none of this. For real, though. Don't rob no banks. Be a good boy.